Good afternoon guys, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be making a little navigation video. Now it's not for navigational purposes, but what it is for is to give guys the idea of the river at low tide. Hopefully I can get some good shots from the drone to look at the River Ribble on the entrance to Lytham St Anne's. Now, there's a few areas which changes every single year with the tide, and it gives us a lot of shallow water areas. So all I'm going to try and do is just try and map it out at low tide, or as near enough to low tide as I can possibly get, just to get an idea, a visual idea from a height, to see what kind of levels of water we've got and where the sandbanks are. Hopefully this drone footage turns out okay. It's a bit windy today, a bit cloudy, but we're going to give it a shot.
So we got the drone airborne and flew it across towards the river. Now, unfortunately, when we arrived, the tide's flooding in much quicker than I thought it was going to be. So the area we're going to be filming with the drone on this map here is the small puddle moving across to the bigger puddle. So on the right hand side there you can see the red lateral marker marking this shallow area and this sandbank. So flying across the river now towards the Southport side, you can clearly see the training wall. So looking towards Lytham, you can also see the green marker there, which is pretty much sat on top of the training wall. Just to the right hand side there you can see the lateral marker, and you can see the sandbank quite clearly sticking out into the channel. So dropping altitude to try and get a more of a perspective from a boat. Bearing in mind I didn't really want to land the drone in the Ribble, so I'm going to go too low. So we turned the drone round and we're now looking back towards Preston, looking at Lytham Creek and the red lateral marker. And that sandbank, now the tide's flooding in, is more giving it more definition to how big it is. Just to the left there's where Jarvett run aground. You can still see all the disturbances there where he was. It's now heading towards Preston. training walls seem to have disappeared now with the tide. So coming up to this lateral beacon next to Lytham Creek Channel, which is around about 9.3 miles. So as you can see, heading back towards Preston, and a fast incoming tide. This is rapidly disappearing, this sandbank. Training wall's completely gone now from that marker. Heading back towards Lytham now. On a rising tide, this is probably around about 45 minutes, half an hour to 45 minutes after low water, and already you can see the embankments, the sandbanks disappearing compared to the start of this video. You can clearly see the green marker now, which is sat right on top of the training wall, which is now underwater.